may upset you. It may even shock you.
Hi, welcome to another wonderful All Hallows edition of Storytime with Uncle Punky. I am really warm in that, and also your host, Uncle Punky. Thank you for joining me, folks. It's wonderful that you could be here. Again, I'm not going to carve a pumpkin this time. I'm going to spare you that, because nobody wants to watch it in real time, A. B, I run out of stories real fast. I'm sure I could have probably talked and gone from the seat of my pants, but why bother? Joining me, as always, is my incomparable, beautiful, beloved space wife. That's her. My space wife. We're all done up for the season. I mean, it's technically the season. It's the Halloween time.
This is our first
Halloween show.
First Halloween show.
Together.
Not the annual.
No, I don't.
This is the first Halloween show.
Right.
Ever.
Okay, so it's exciting for all of us. Joe will not be joining us today. He's got an actual job that he has to work at, which is sad. But that's how it is. Also, what else? I was going to start with something else. I was going to talk about something else. What was I going to talk about? Chuck don't remember. Halloween time, Halloween season. We're going to have a little gathering, soiree after this as to why we're done up this way. I mean, not that we wouldn't normally just like go to Meijer. You know, after a grocery shop.
We did today.
Let's go. We did today, yeah. Which is the wonderful time about this time of season. People are less to look and judge you than they are normally. They're actually like, oh, it's Halloween. No, it's fine. This could be me Tuesday in August. Who knows?
In 1997.
In 1997, which is partially true. So the wife and I are, of course, paying our homage to the Misfits. The Die Die My Darling, of course, poster, and also the pulp comic. And then, yes, this is where the glass comes in handy, etc., etc. You'll get it. Maybe 3 of the 4 people who watch our show will get it. So that's nice. So we decided to do a Halloween episode today. So we will get to that, and we will do that. But we're mainly going to talk about some of our favorite horror films, Halloween time, spooky
movies
treats.
that get us into...
Movies that get you in the mood.
In the mood.
The Halloween mood. Thank you for that.
Spooky mood.
Creepy laughter. That helped a lot. But first... we should probably do the little, the news blurbs. It is news time. Alright. And the nerd news of the week, it's just random sites that I peruse and go to on the internet. A lot of it is hype and hearsay and speculation. That's just how the internet works. However, from time to time there are a few nuggets of factual information and things that are developing in the nerd world that inform me. Things I like to know. For example, Jared Leto's been throwing his fits lately about this whole Joker thing. He's up in arms about the Joaquin Phoenix one, which I hear is exceptional. But he's mad because...
Haven't seen it yet.
Right, but he's just mad because he wasn't part of it. Really, as he wasn't... But it's a solo standalone. He's not coming back
I think he's jealous.
I'm sure he is, because he's not coming back
Joaquin
to Suicide
Phoenix was
Squad
showing
2.
him up.
But that's just a one-off movie. It's not like he's doing a series of Joker or playing the Joker in New Batman or anything. That was just a telling of a Joker tale. I'm not sure exactly. I gotta watch it. Then I'll formulate whatever opinion. But Jared Leto. Legos? Leto. Oh man, I really wish I could remember that insult about Jared Leto. Anyways, he's joined the cast of Doctor Strange 2. The multiverse madness and the multiverse thing. I don't know. Maybe it's his Morbius character that they're going to try. But I think that's a Sony thing. So I'm not sure how it's going to incorporate or tie together. The comic books, the Incredible... No, it's the Invincible Hulk. He's going cuckoo bonkers. He came back from the dead, and then he was like... Yeah, he's smart, and he's sadistic, and he's just embracing all the evilness of the Hulk persona. But one of the major enemies from his past, I guess, is going to try and save him from, or stop him. Maybe not save him, but stop him from controlling the Marvel Universe. I did watch a video. I fell for it. It said the new Godzilla movie looks great. And I'm like, what are you talking about? It's
Komodo
two
dragons.
giant Komodo dragons fighting. So if you can find that video, that's well worth checking out. Johnny Rotten, John Lydon of the Sex Pistols, formerly the Sex Pistols, Public Image Limited. Still one of my favorite artists. I think he's brilliant. He's going on a spoken word tour, about 54 dates going through the UK, which I would love to see.
He's got a lot to say.
Well, yeah, it's like people go to see the Henry Rollins, and Henry Rollins did that.
Henry Rollins is smart as shit.
Yeah, John Lydon's very smart as well. He was at one point in time. Jeremy Renner's been in some hot water. Apparently, according to his ex or something, he threatened to kill her. Something's going on with Jeremy Renner, but they kind of got some standby Hawkeyes just in case.
No.
And I agree.
Nope, we're friends.
I agree, but it has to do with some maybe domestic violence things and stuff. But it could just be crazy girlfriend. Don't know. Speculative. Hearsay. That's all most of these sites are.
No, we share our daughters' names.
Yeah, Ava Berlin, that's right.
He's got a daughter named Ava Berlin.
Yeah.
And my daughter's name is Ava Berlin. He copied me. Mine was born first.
Stop copies me.
However,
Stop copies me.
I win.
Grant Gustin is the guy who plays the Flash on the CW TV series, that Arrowverse thing. But apparently he's thrown in a couple suits like from the comic book, like more comic book accurate, and he's does another one from the comics or something. I don't know, but that character seems good. I know they're not using him. They're still using that Ezra Miller, who was in the Justice League, to do the, which I like him too.
I like his ADD.
I didn't have a problem with that. Yeah, he was very mouthy. You got to be a fast talking kind of a thing. WandaVision. This is the new series that's going to come out about Wanda and Vision. WandaVision, where I don't know if they're stuck in her head, like 1950 style. It's got some weird elements from the comic, and we're probably going to get that white version of Vision in that, where he's just straight. Everything's white about him.
He's just
Kind of, more like a ghost. What else? I got to get this off my phone, like I told you, because the news, it's hard to come by on a regular, so I have to go to multiple
You
sites.
don't have a teleprompter.
I don't have a teleprompter, which is sad. There was a woman who did a giant Cookie Monster display for the holidays. Pretty much just
Bob.
Sorry, Bob.
It probably just takes up like this whole
Where's your
front
palette?
part of her house. It's like the shrubbery she painted blue and stuck some googly eyes on it. Yeah.
Giant googly eyes?
Giant
under
googly eyes.
hedges?
This classic Ford Bronco powered by an electric V8. That was more for you, actually. I think that's why I had that story on it. Batman's a toxic individual. That's what some writers say.
Yeah.
But yeah, I don't see
Good to
how
we-
that's not. Yeah. Kidnapping children and all stuff like that. And they're talking about Nova joining the Marvel universe here. So Marvel is going to be adding more characters to their Phase 5, as a few others aren't coming back. As we know, Captain America, Iron Man, contracts are up. But we still have Chris Hemsworth out there doing the Lord's work with Taika. Him and Taika doing things.
Lord's work.
Beta Ray Bill, it's speculated
Sarah
that
Jessica
he could show
Parker,
up. Yeah,
I'm guessing.
Sarah Jessica Parker in a
She
cape.
already looks like Death, though.
She looks like
Yeah,
a
but we don't
donkey
want her
horse
to play
face.
Death, because both Thanos and Deadpool courted Death, and nobody wants to court. All right, Bob, get out of here.
Get out of here
Go
with
give
your
me some
push.
happy little button presses over
Go make a happy little tree.
there. Happy little
Bob.
tree.
I have no idea what you're talking about.
No, we're gonna get him. We'll get Chuck out here to come display his costume before we leave today.
One, he needs the attention.
He needs the attention. But we have some new family members for our Pops family. As you know, we have quite the expanding universe that's happening behind me. Anywhere from Billy Idol to Bob Ross.
That's more relevant.
This one is relevant. Who do we got? Captain Spaulding. Aw, unfortunately, R.I.P. Who just died recently. So now we have a Captain Spaulding that we can add to our mass multi. We even got old time wrestler. We got IRS back here in the hot rod.
Yeah, you don't have it.
Scarecrow, Batman, a few of the other weird ones, Beetlejuice, your movie characters, Birdman, a mixture, a plethora. These things
Silly
are
item.
great. I have to bring my latest. Oh,
Bob
there's
Ross.
another one in the works. Yeah, Bob Ross.
Deadpool Bob Ross.
Deadpool Bob Ross. That's what you should have got the mask. That's what you should have done.
Who's got makeup?
That's true.
Me.
That's true
Could
also.
you?
It's all over your back.
Probably still could, yeah, at this point. Johnny Cash, an important musical aspect.
Also
Look
Rip.
at him. Little man in black with his little guitar. That's adorable. Oh, they also have Folsom Prison Johnny. Oh, but this is, nope, this is straight Men in Black. Johnny Cash. Very cool. So it's going. Welcome to the family, gentlemen. There is another edition, little Tom Servo. He'll make it to the studio eventually. At some point in time, anyways. Today we're on the Halloween top. And what better way to do though, than when cool fall evenings, you're loaded up on candy, or you steal your children's all the big stuff that you want, that you tell them, oh, you probably shouldn't
I
have
ate
this.
all the Reese's cups.
Right, yeah, these are bad
Sorry,
for you.
girls.
You probably shouldn't have these. And then you take that little bag up to your room where you snack on them all night while watching spectacular cinema. Or not so spectacular. It could go either way, to be honest with you.
We love bad movies.
We do love bad movies. I do also feel that they are important. You know what I mean? For people to actually take them in and appreciate them. Because people took the time and the effort, and they thought they were making the next, cinematic masterpiece. This is going to be their Citizen Kane, their Apocalypse Now, their Titanic, whatever. It's their giant movie. It was more, but they turned out more like the actual Titanic. I guess that's probably the best analogy. We're just
Cracked in half and sank into the bottom of the ocean.
pretty much.
It's not.
Well, a lot of those movies belong there. So I'm hearing voices. Must be all the demons. This Halloween season. We're gonna go over some of our top fives. You want me to start? Should I start? I'll start.
It's on
you
the
know
screen.
What? It is on the screen.
Let's give you that.
There you go.
Top 5 favorite
Punkies.
Halloween movies.
Top 5.
For
The year 2019. The year of our Lord. I don't know where you're going with that. All right, I follow you. April Fool's Day. Yes,
number 5.
it's about another holiday. This is my number 5. Yes, it's about another holiday. Yes, they did remake it, but the original is April Fool's Day.
What?
Cindy here is inviting folks over to a party, and then she murders them.
I like the original VHS cover.
The original VHS cover is
With the
dynamite.
noose.
It's got the braid.
The braid
yeah,
that's
the girl's
in the
braid, and
noose.
then the party plan.
Where's that?
It's not in there. But some of the deaths are actually pretty spectacular. They're creative. You know what I mean? It's your typical, bunch of teenagers. They want to party and hang out, and then of course murder.
They get
happens.
murdered.
Yeah, by far one of my favorites. I found it on VHS years and years ago, and I've kept a copy since then. Hands down. If you haven't seen it, go see it. Puppet Master. Any one of them. They are classics, just quick horror fun, really, is all that
The
they are.
puppets are just grand.
The puppets are the grandest in the land. They got
They
the drill head. You got Pinhead, who's got the giant hands.
Drill Sergeant.
Drill Sergeant, of course, Blade with the knife guy with the
Blade.
knives in his eyes, and you got that weird slug lady who throws up little leeches on people or something like that. Anyway, such a variety. And then they had that Hitler Jr. in one of the newer ones, or Baby Hitler or something like that. It was crazy. Something about the Third Reich. And it also had Thomas Lennon.
/ default.
Yeah, Lieutenant
Devolve.
Dangle was in it, which makes it even better. And of course, the guy Greg Sestero was in Retro Puppet Master, and that was the guy from The Room. If you guys never seen The Room,
Great rift.
Watch and don't watch The Room. Yeah, great rift. Or watch The Disaster Artist, which I guess would be an equally enough.
That's the
representation.
room about the room, right?
The Room about The Room.
Franco?
Yeah,
Yes.
Franco. Yeah, which actually wasn't bad. I mean,
It was great. I
it
love
was
it.
pretty spot on. It was pretty spot on for the most part. Franco and his brother being all weird. Cabin in the Woods.
Yes.
I know it's a lot more of a newer one. I guess newer in the past 10
It
years.
doesn't
for
say
me.
your classic Halloween movies.
True. But the Cabin
Yeah,
in the
it's
Woods.
not your Halloween
favorite.
Right.
movie.
Right. Yeah. Exactly. I watch
Doesn't
it at
have to be
Halloween.
classics.
Yeah. I watch more horror and suspenseful stuff towards Halloween. That's just how it goes. Cabin in the Woods is, of course, a bunch of random teens, college kids going off to the cabin to hang out and party.
Liam?
Thor.
Liam Hemsworth.
No, Chris Hemsworth.
No.
Yes, it's Chris Hemsworth is in there as the football player jock guy, but he's actually has a brain. So they switched up a little, but it's your typical formula. They look like the cast of Scooby-Doo. One's a cheerleader, one's a jock, one's a this. You can look it up. That's fine. Go ahead
I'm
while
just
we do
making
this.
sure.
No, please check my.
I
You can
thought-
try and check me on my own show, which I already know what I'm talking about. But that's fine. Anyways, going to the cabin. Weirdness happens, but not your typical formula. Spoiler alert: it's people in the basement working for a higher religious power, and they have
Yep, it's Chris Hemsworth.
demons in
Screw you.
cages.
All right.
Isn't that dude from Grey's
I
Anatomy?
stand corrected.
Right. And of course, the stoner saves the day, which is weird. They tried to gas him and make him think things, but they can't gas him because he smoked too much weeds in his life. Hilarious. Anyway, this.
Sigourney Weaver was in that?
Oh yeah, she's a big
She was
baddie in that one.
The scientist, right?
No,
At the end?
there's the two scientists. She was kind of like the head honcho.
Right.
Comes from
No,
upstairs.
like she was in.
She's credited as the director.
Right.
Yeah.
The director,
Like
which is
in,
it's like a God and Satan thing, kind of at the same time, and it's very interesting, very weird. You need to see it. If you were speculative
Paul.
about whether I should see it, like should I go see
Remember
it?
Paul?
Yeah, and Paul. Yeah, she was a
Wonder
big.
Years?
No,
Oh,
the movie
what? The
Paul,
movie Paul.
about the alien.
Yeah.
She was a pain in the ass in
The
that.
director.
Yeah, the director. Right. Anyways, Cabin in the Woods is fantastic and weird. Demonic Toys, along the same vein as
Aw.
Puppet Master. That Full Moon Entertainment that also gave us Doll Man versus Demonic Toys, which is also exceptionally
Puppet
bad.
Master versus Demonic Toys.
I think there was yeah, I think so. Full Moon Entertainment. Either way, they have all kinds of dynamite stuff. And this is one of them. The weird Jack in the Box thing that all it did was just laugh. They would stop and like and hiss and be like, he'd go right back to
Like
it.
the
It was
clowns
nuts.
from outer space.
Yeah, the clowns from outer space, and the baby was just surly, angry, and ate faces off. That was
Talk dirty.
just brilliant. Along the lines of,
I
it's
love
like
that.
if you mix Child's Play and Puppet Master together, you would have Demonic Toys. My number one, any and all of the Evil Deads. Every single one of them. The video games, the movies, Army of Darkness, the series, Ash vs. Evil Dead, the comic books are great. Anything that it shows up in. Even though
Can't go
Evil
wrong,
Dead...
Sam Raimi.
Well, he can.
Spider-Man?
Yeah, thank you. I was going to say, he can go wrong, and he has before. Spider-Man 3. But the Evil
With
Dead...
the Evil Dead series.
Evil Dead
Or-
series. Evil Dead 2, technically just a remake of his first one, just with a better budget. Army of Darkness, a continuation. And I still swear that while he was cruising through the Necronomicon, Bruce Campbell said the words wrong. And he wound up going to Cowboy Times, Briscoe County Jr.
Briscoe Town. Yeah.
And he went to the other one where he was like the Scarlet Avenger or something, where he's like Pirate Times on a boat, something like that. So he like hopped through time before winding up back where he was on. It's a great theory. I should write it down sometime, but
Well,
those are.
times for burn notice.
That's true. Yeah, Burn Notice. Yeah, that was more like a 90s, 80s, 90s. It had
I
a,
mean,
No.
he
well, it
traded
had like
places
that.
with Elvis.
It had that. Right. Yeah,
Bubba
Bubba
Hotep.
Hotep. Right. As an old version of Elvis, who was or wasn't Elvis, maybe.
Dude,
Bruce
Campbell's
Campbell
right.
is just a hero.
Bruce
In
Campbell is a
any
hero.
anytime.
He's
period.
got an amazing chin, and that's why he's on my top five.
And great songs.
Blank space on her.
Blank
What a-
Space, and then Blank Space, and then The Wife's Choice.
My top 5.
Space Wife, please.
Number 5, Demon Knight, Tales from the Crypt.
Classic Tales from the Crypt. I did like the Dennis Miller Bordello of Blood too. I liked it.
Billy Zane.
Billy Zane.
Super hot as the devil.
That's true. And he does that little dance.
All sorts of weird titties.
A lot
A lot of cackling.
of cackling.
Weird prostitute that has
Gaming
a car
is
battery
involved.
hooked up for some reason.
Yeah.
I have watched this movie more times than
That was spent with your youth just watching this one.
I watched this
Yeah.
movie so many times.
Yeah.
I've probably seen it more than Jaws.
Totally worth it. It's got funny stuff.
Space Wife? Could we get an example of a cackle?
No.
Maybe.
Oh.
If I tell her the right joke. We'll see what happens. Sometimes.
That's a bad.
Sometimes we get it. Yeah. It happens a lot.
Continue. Number 4. Shaun of the Dead.
Shaun of the Dead
Shaun!
is amazing.
I call my mom a wonderful mom because of this
Shaun of the
movie.
Dead.
I quote this movie probably 10 times a day.
And it was hilarious.
I saw this movie before it actually came out.
Mm-hmm.
There was my tattoo artist, Andy Zylstra,
Right.
asshole. He gave me tickets to see this movie like 4 days before it came out, and you got a free t-shirt, and I got a pin,
Oh.
and a poster, and I got to see it before everybody else, and it was so great that I cried at the end.
Oh, wow. You did that at weird movies.
And then somebody stole all my paraphernalia that I got from that
that's
viewing.
harsh. From the
Somebody
premiere
has my
thing.
poster and my t-shirt and my pin.
Whoever you are,
It was
we're
a
coming for
white
you.
shirt, and it said Shaun of the. You got red on you.
we'll find you.
It had a little like.
Name badge.
No, it had like a little pocket where
Yeah.
there was some red, fake red splattered
get
on
you.
it, and it said you got red on you.
Cute. That's nice. Promotional.
Number
videos are when you
3!
can get it, though.
Night of the Living. Wait,
That's the original. It's from a Criterion.
no, I
collection.
know. That's number 2. That's number 1. There you go. Number 3, Evil Dead.
I changed it. I don't
Yeah,
think-
it's all right. We'll fix it.
Evil Dead.
We'll fix it on the fly. It's okay.
You can't go wrong with
Yeah,
it.
we already just
we'll
talked
paint
about
you some happy
how
trees.
amazing it was. And the original one did have a lot more, like, the imagery was a little bit
so
more
weird,
terrifying.
and it was.
Because Evil Dead 2, they used different colored blood in
I
like
remember
every
the
scene.
first time that I watched it, I was just like, well, like just this preteen going, what in the
Right.
hell?
What is the purpose?
And then I was like, nope, it's evil, and I love it. Number 2,
Quasi-evil. Nope, that's the wrong way.
Night of the Living Dead, the orig,
The original.
Barbara.
Thank you, young President
Thank
Obama.
you, President. Young President Obama.
He does look a lot like a young President Obama.
Yeah, Barbara was in this one. They
Really
remade
was.
it in what, 95?
And she was like a tough chick.
And then she like cut her hair and she was all tough and she knew how to
Yeah.
fight. Nope, it was great. I used to play this. I would have Halloween parties and I would play this movie while
And they
like on
wouldn't
mute.
call-
No, on mute.
Right.
I'd play this movie on mute on the TV and then I would play the White Zombie Los Exorcisto
Yeah.
really loud over top
Nice.
of it like you're supposed to do with the wall and
yeah.
Wizard of Oz.
Wizard of Oz.
No, I did this with White Zombie and it worked really well. You should try
Interesting.
it.
Yeah, for those of you playing along at home.
For those of you playing along at home.
And they didn't mention zombies in there. Didn't even mention them as
Nope.
zombies. They were not
They
calling
were
them
the creeps
zombies
or
at the
the,
time. The Living Dead.
George
obviously,
Romero
are-
is
It's very creative.
no George Romero.
Love zombies.
He's he was very very big influence.
Yeah, I can tell.
Yeah.
By your makeup
And my tattoos
and your
that you
tattoos.
will not see
No.
on this show.
They're
Number 1, I still will watch the shit out of this movie.
Yeah.
Every day, I don't care. When
We-
there's no
we
more
have
room in
watched
hell,
it
the
even-
dead will walk the earth.
We've even watched that prior to.
We just watched this
We
the
did.
other day
'Cause it's a
because
season.
this
We
is
have to.
literally my getting into the Halloween spirit movie. Number 1. I don't care. My brother thinks it is the most boring movie on the planet. Caleb, I'm sorry.
It
you're
does
wrong.
have a few lulls in the action.
I don't even care. Tom
Right.
Savini is in this movie
Yeah.
riding a motorcycle with
Yeah.
this gang.
Being
He's
a jerk.
the blood is just so crappy and it's like red paint.
Everybody's painted
pouring.
bluish.
Oh, the gore, the intestines.
Gore.
Like there were intestines in Night of the Living Dead, but
Right.
this was the movie where it was actually a real prominent thing. It became something that had to, like Fulci's Zombie. Like
Yeah.
movies all following after this.
Yeah.
Everybody had intestines.
They-
There
yeah.
would
Oh, yeah.
they would get a pig
They
intestine.
went the
They
extra
would use
mile, as you can tell
uh,
from Walking Dead. or-
chicken stuffed pantyhose. You
Yeah.
stuff chicken meat and
Yeah, it looks
pantyhose
like
and you wrap it up.
intestines and innards.
It looks like intestines and it's
Yeah.
all gooey and it's
That's
all
gross.
ugh.
That seems like
Gross.
that'd be a lot of fun.
Intestines.
Like to build. Admit.
Intestines. Yeah, if you're gonna have a zombie movie,
You gotta have intestines.
intestines.
The intestinal fortitude to have intestines.
It's
Oh.
a guttural thing,
It is.
and you see exactly why I'm so excited about that movie.
And that was the wife's list. We got another list? Do I got any
Yeah,
more?
talk for a minute.
Oh, I can talk plenty. Don't
Good.
worry about that. Not too many things coming up the rest of the year as far as pucks is concerned. I know Andy is out on the east side of the state right now, pushing the pucks in the Detroit area, doing tastings and stuff, having a grand old time, which is good because they seem to really like it over there. Not that they don't love it here. This is our hometown area, and it's going fast and it's still delicious. So make sure and pick up your pucks anywhere, and anywhere in the mitten, really.
And fine grocers.
And
counters,
fine grocers everywhere.
Everywhere.
If you can, go to Puck Cider. Go find them on Facebook. Yep, they're Facebook. They try to keep it updated and everything like that. So, did you? I thought you guys had a top 5 production team.
Well, mine are actually Halloween movies.
Oh, like the Halloween movies?
Well,
Come on, Bob.
Season of a Witch. The Witch.
Oh.
That was.
Yeah,
Great
that
horror.
didn't actually
No,
have
no,
to do with.
Actually, none of those are actually on my list.
Okay, gotcha.
But Spaced Invaders.
Spaced Invaders. I
that
haven't
game.
seen that in a long time.
No, not
I
the
remember.
game. The Martians that crash onto Earth
Yeah.
at the same time that they're replaying Orson Welles' reading of.
War of the World. Yeah.
So
No,
they think the
I was
Martians
thinking in
are actually
television, the
invading
game,
and
the
it's them?
television
Yeah.
game that
No,
I used to play.
I haven't seen that in a long time. I do remember that one though.
Got it on my computer.
Halloween. See, I like the Halloween movies. I do. The first one was great. John Carpenter, he wrote an original tale of the Babysitter Killers, which I think it was supposed to be originally called, or like there was something that had been written about it anyways. But yeah,
Ernest Scared Stupid.
Ernest Scared Stupid. Yeah, that's an instant
What?
classic. Jim
What?
Varney at his finest.
Caleb and I used to watch the crap out of that movie.
Yeah.
My brother.
Yeah. The Craft, would that be considered? Because that's
Anything can be considered.
with witches.
Yeah.
The
well,
witches. The Witches of Eastwick.
it doesn't.
The Hocus
Sure.
Pocus. A lot of
Why
people
not?
like the
Everybody
Hocus
loves the
Pocus.
Hocus Pocus
No
movie.
hocus pocus. You.
He said one of Chuck's favorites is Spooky Buddies of the
Oh,
of the Air Bud
Buddies.
series. He was gonna
See
put that
that?
on the list. It's terrifying for
You
him.
see what's highlighted?
Just kind of.
You read it?
No.
Nope.
Beetlejuice.
Oh, the Beetlejuice.
Great movie.
We played the video game for Super Nintendo a little bit ago.
He used the cheat codes.
I did use the cheat codes. I'm not even ashamed to admit it. I don't have time
You know,
to sit and commit to losing life after life on these games because they were a lot more challenging.
I'm gonna
actually.
counter your April Fool's Day because there's
Oh.
a fantastic horror movie about Halloween called Trick or Treat.
Yeah.
That's
No, that
freaking
one's not
great.
bad. I did like that one. No, I did like that one. That one was pretty good. It's got that creepy
just-
pumpkin-headed kid.
No, I know.
With
I
the
know what
burlap
Trick or Treat
sacks.
is. It's become fairly mainstream recently.
And a lot of the costumes
If you're
and
into that
things we're gonna
mainstream
see
thing.
today have to do with, like that movie had a lot of the weird traditional, like, the plastic mask costumes. They're just the basic costume design, you know what I mean? As far as a bunch of elementary school kids making their own costumes, I suppose. Burlap sacks and bags. And
Sheets
and
with
such.
holes cut.
Sheets with holes cut for eyes. Exactly like that. But I thought it would be fun. See, now we were talking about Halloween things, related things. We're dressed up. Chuck's dressed up
You should be
as
dressed
Bob
up.
Ross. You should be dressed up as well. If not, dress up and go somewhere. It'll make you feel better. I promise. But what the concept of Halloween costumes? I had to know where'd the first costume come from. What was the point of it? It was the King of England,
Mhm.
King Edward, King.
There's been a few.
I know there's been a few.
Should I ask Google?
No, don't ask Google because I don't want that on the show right now.
Yeah, that could be copyright.
Oh,
Right.
Just
don't.
Google.
We
It
don't
could be,
Google.
yeah, because YouTube, you're like, no, stop it. I'm like, we didn't do anything except ask questions.
Well,
You
I don't know
stop it.
because YouTube's owned by Google.
Right. Anyways, I don't know how it works, but it has
There
to
was
do
a
with.
king
There was a king.
in England at some point
Mm-hmm.
who dressed in the colors
Yeah.
black and purple.
Black and purple of the dead. The colors of the dead are black and purple.
So he was
Apparently.
Which I had no idea of either. But that was the first, I guess, recorded dressing.
First-
I mean,
Costume.
right. Because I know, like, Day of the Dead, De los Muertos, they do those. You know what I mean?
Has nothing.
like half of
But
that.
but they do dress up.
They have the
and-
masks
right,
and-
to represent stuff. I mean, there are a lot of times and events throughout history
But they
and
probably
cultures.
copied England.
Yeah, maybe.
That
Who
was
knows?
sarcasm.
Or the Irish, because the Irish gave us the jack-o'-lanterns.
Correct.
So
But
who
they're
knows?
right next to
Well, it
England.
would make sense.
It's a bunch of Europe made us happen. Pagans,
Stop making eye contact where you're applying lip balm.
pagans, and
Imagine if I
Europeans. Hi there.
You didn't
Do
see
you-
that. It was off camera,
Do
but
you
he was
find
applying
me
lip
attractive?
balm.
Very slowly and very exotically. Okay, so let's look at some of the costumes that have appeared over time. There's been lots.
Why do those kids appear to have very big bellies?
Those kids do have big bellies. So this would have been like 1800s, before people smiled because they think it stole their soul or there was the devil or something. I don't remember.
Just making
But
stuff.
apparently they all dress
Not
like
factual.
Cub Scouts or pioneersmen or a circus leader. I'm not even sure. They didn't really have a lot of the product to be.
Listen, it
creative.
wasn't until like the 1930s, 40s, 50s
Sure, when it really
where
started
the
to-
marketing really took off
Towards
and
characters.
stereotyped certain characters,
Or-
like vampires and witches and werewolves and the like.
But like
so
even back then, they weren't very.
pilgrims were scary.
They weren't right. They weren't very creative because they didn't have the utilities or the utensils at the time.
And there wasn't cartoons, and there
But
wasn't.
But there's still so many
was
people
storybooks.
who use their imaginations to come up with a costume. You know what I mean? All the time. That has to do with something they heard or a pun that you can display something. You know
But
what I mean?
that little dude that looks like an elf in that picture
Yes.
is not what you would think a witch looked like.
No. But what?
He's
what
probably
are you,
dressed as a witch in that picture.
There's no reference points. You know what I mean? They didn't have pop culture icons.
Exactly.
Well, maybe the
That's
kid with
what
a
I'm
gun,
saying.
maybe from old pulp westerns. You know, parents used to read to him or something. So yeah, that's a classic. Hanging out by a witch weather vane. Don't know if it's supposed to be a witch. Pretty sure they're gonna go burn a cross shortly afterwards. I don't know. This may have been a ghost or a specter.
I see some short corn.
Short corn, or they're a really tall person.
Or
So
a really
dolls
tall
of the
human.
Either way, yeah, what 1900s? Where
Ah!
witches? A coven of witches. One lady looks like she's got quarters in her eye.
He's,
There's one lady. She has the mole. There's a lady
no,
with the mole
she's
on her.
wearing cucumbers. She's
Cucumbers
giving
for
herself
eyes.
an eye contour.
Yeah. You just
An eye
caught her,
treatment.
you caught her at a bad time. They're all wearing the sorting hat, except made out of tinfoil for some reason. One lady, she's got the weird mole on her face. She looks like an actual, like the depiction of a witch.
No,
if this
she's
was in
got a
color,
tick.
she would be green.
Oh, hold on, it's just on the screen.
Oh, so it's just it's a smudge. Some say she looked like a smudge. Witches have always had that popularity, but it strikes me as weird that they do, and you could use it as a costume, considering how many they used to set fire to. Back in those
killed
times.
them back in the day.
Right.
And none of them looked like
So
that.
if somebody comes to my door knocking in the 1800s, knocking on the door like dressed like a witch, I'm gonna light them on fire, because that's what they did back then. They're like, oh, you escaped from Salem.
No,
Here's
no,
fire.
they seeked them out
They're like, no,
purposefully.
I didn't want fire. I wanted candy.
You can dress anything like that.
A chic ballerina, 1920s, by the headdress, makes it look like a flapper. That's just me, though. Roaring 20s, that was a good time for stuff like that. Princesses, queens, like I said, there's not a lot of originality. Here's more flapper fun. This thing is very sensitive. Yeah, more people just like flappers and
Look
terrifying.
at those legs.
Look at those flaps.
Paper mache masks. So people used to do. We watched a short called "One Got Fat." That's about these kids who are monkeys. Paper mache faces to look like monkeys, and they are terrifying. Oh, so
I know
scary.
you don't like watching that one at all.
No,
Ah!
makes you uncomfortable. The Invisible Man. Not really. I can see him. He's wrapped in toilet paper and duct tape, apparently. How does this, maybe he is wrapped in tinfoil to make it reflective. I don't understand. Aluminium. I don't understand the principle. I don't get it.
It's a ghost.
It looks like a bondage or something. You know what I mean? Like
That
something-
movie was effed up, and
He's standing there like Marilyn Manson.
my favorite part was when he is messing with the barmaid, and he's
yeah.
like, and she's screaming.
Yeah.
So funny.
Classic.
She's screaming, just screaming.
Or you could be
Germans?
Bo Peep,
Dutch,
a toy soldier. You could be Dutch. You could be the Jolly Green
English,
Giant's
Dutch,
child, Sprout.
German,
Remember
and
Sprout, Jolly
Finnish.
Green Giant? I think that's his love child in there too. Oh, here's princesses and kings.
I
Handmaiden.
think that one is supposed to be posing as a Native American.
Wow, that's not offensive at all.
I see some
Which one?
feathers.
Where?
The boy, the second from the left, the boy.
Yeah.
He's got a headdress, and
Yeah.
probably some kind of fringe on. This one looks German.
This one is offensive.
This one, there were a lot more offensive back then.
Off-
Yay,
Look at
giddy
Walt
up,
Disney.
partner. Right.
Oh.
Yeah. Well,
Oh,
yeah,
that
well.
poor sad little child.
Yeah, it looks like people have been making fun of it all day, and that's probably not a costume. Kid just likes to dress up like that. It almost looks like Little Debbie. The face.
It does look like a
Like
little,
Little
Debbie.
Debbie if she was a little
a little more
cowboy.
blue, and
Yeah.
it'd be all set.
Yeah, I think so.
Oh,
Aw, cowboys and
clowns.
Harlequin bunny homemade sweater things.
Clowns.
Another clown handmade. I don't
baby.
see. Like, had these people not been to a circus or see? I mean, maybe they haven't. I don't know.
Well, the reflective cowboy is great.
Yeah, there's a little bit more polyester.
Ah!
The Gimme Candy Gang.
Oh, they were the Precious Posse.
The Precious Posse.
That
Okay.
is anything
I mean,
but precious.
No, these ones that give me candy gang. They're just no bones about it. All they want, candy. Cough it up. It looks like an old Superman mask in the middle.
Yep, I see. Yeah, no, that looks like Wonder Woman.
And a devil and angry
Pirate?
pirate. I think it's angry pirate. Our parents used to dress up. But see, like even in the
Are
the
we-
80s,
Wait,
early 80s.
we're jumping
and
around
late-
now. We're back. We're not in
It doesn't.
1955. I thought we were in the 70s.
Who cares?
It's goodhousekeeping.com's list.
Oh, goodhousekeeping.com.
Oh, according to Good Housekeeping.
Yeah, I'm
oh,
on that.
that's good.
I'm
I'm
on
glad
that.
that's where we're getting
I'm on
our
that
information.
website all the time, so this works out.
Hey, Mom, I'm watching the Good
Yeah.
Housekeeping. I hope you're paying attention.
This is almost like a Donnie Darko bunny. I know.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? With a little rabbit. It looks more like a fox actually in the face. I don't.
It's a rabbit.
Is it? Here's a group photo of some friends.
Actually, it
from
looked like
long
Princess
ago.
Mononoke.
I
Is
see
that
a Bugs
single
Bunny.
family?
There's a Bugs Bunny in there. Skeleton.
I see clown, clown.
Stay Puft Marshmallow Boy. What is that? Is that
Oh, I don't know, but I'm gonna have nightmares.
Dutch Boy Paints? C3PO? No, that's not C3PO. Squire.
What are you
Bo-Peep,
doing to us?
Princesses. Yeah, these are. Yeah. Now
Bob
we're
Ross.
looking at Good Housekeeping and a knight.
Huh.
Oh, that's a knight. He's cute.
And a
fisherman.
no,
A thug.
an Australian fisherman. Australia Day.
A kidnapper.
The
What is your
Colts.
costume? And where are you?
They must be in California.
Well, he's got a police. Okay, they're at a police station. They brought these kids in for trying to sell some laced candy. All right, here's your drugs back. The classic clown.
No,
Is it?
please,
I mean,
please.
that's at least an adorable, cutesy
In
clown.
a shift dress
And it's not like,
and pearls,
And it-
also.
but it's also not like, more recent times when we get those terror clowns running around trying to freak everybody out and get murdered. So, aw,
That's
look at all the bat people. Well, at least one's got the cowl on. The other one's just.
Those three in the front don't have a reflection.
Oh no. That's wild.
Oh, just kidding, they do.
Yeah, you just gotta look close. And they're about to be attacked by a whole team of other bats. Maybe they're doing the bat dance from Prince. Yeah,
Oh,
the
The
bat
bat-
Chusi.
dang! My mom
That
used
was
to do
exciting, yeah.
aerobics. and
That's hard to
was one
find
of
that
the
video.
songs
You
where she
can't
taught
find it on YouTube.
aerobics.
I looked for it a bunch of times. I don't think those kids are doing aerobics.
Oh God!
Yeah, those plastic masks.
The years on that kid.
They were replaced with just like the plastic poncho after a while, but that was still when your parents were making your clothes.
I
They could
love my
still,
plastic.
sew,
It would
cheetahs.
always slice like
Dolly
chunks
Parton?
of flesh off my
I
face.
don't know who that's supposed to be. Dolly Parton, Dolly Madison.
Betty.
another-
Images.
Even fruitcakes.
I don't know. I really want some fruitcakes right now. Some Twinkies or ho-hos. Or
What
something.
is wrong with that guy's head?
Dwight Schrute? What's he doing in there? Like an episode of The Office just happened. I like the robot America.
American
These are-
bot.
It's like, you know what, kids? We're gonna make some costumes of what we have here in the closet at school, and then we'll do a little parade and have a party. It'll be
Why does
fun.
it have spikes? I think it's a punk rock.
That's a punk rock one.
It's an art piece.
A football player.
That's
I don't know
something
if that's supposed to be a banana in the back, or it might be.
A banana showgirl.
It might be corn.
I think you're right. I think it is
It
corn.
might be corn.
Alien, clown.
Jonathan Davis?
Yes. Oh, here's a dino lizard thing. Your common witches. All the bakes. The Max from Where All the Wild Things Are in the middle. That's great.
Oh,
Nice appearance. That's when they used to just color on pumpkins instead of carving. Too little to have a
lazy
knife.
asses.
Too little to have a knife.
Supergirls.
Uh,
Oh.
this
OG.
thing doesn't scroll very good. Is it? Yeah, OG. I don't know. It's supposed to be Mini Wonder Woman and Supergirl. Well, guess what?
Ah.
Can't see it. Sucks to be you, Mr. Tara.
The 60s. It's got to be the 60s. You know, like the Bozo the Clown costume, because that was marketable. Frosty the Snowman, because that's what you want in Halloween. Licensed
Freya
characters.
or the
Right.
Frozen.
Elsa?
Elsa.
Not in the 60s.
Why not?
Because it's the
She's
60s.
Freya.
Right. Frisia?
Freya. From.
It looks like you got a gangster, a
Thor.
mom, and a
Thor's mom?
banker on
It's Thor's mom's name. I'm just saying. Yeah, I don't
She's
know.
a Norwegian goddess.
Maybe it's supposed to be a parade or something. Or this is just a very uncomfortable photo.
Oh, there was a small child.
the.
Oh!
Yes.
It was very uncomfortable, child.
The
But
plastic.
this is great.
The plastic one-piece jumpsuit, ties in the
You
back,
made that
and then a mask.
image way bigger.
Luke Skywalker and Batman.
Oh my god, it is Luke.
Because
It is definitely
yeah,
what I
because
like
he's
to
got
do
the
it.
flashlight for the lightsaber.
It is.
Because they didn't make lightsabers back then, like
They
do
were
now,
called flashlights.
where you can get the retractable and the plastics and the good ones. Nope, you had a flashlight. You had a never-ending lightsaber that just shot into the sky.
Look at the Batman. Look at his utility belt.
He looks kind of
Painted
sad
pockets.
and frumpy about the whole. He's not even holding his pumpkin. That kid is already. He's already not having anything to do
done
with
with it.
Yeah, maybe a homemade.
Darth Knight, it says.
That's,
Oh man, this was this. Look.
You and your good housekeeping. This is unacceptable. Oh, it's you.
Not bad though.
Yeah, that would have been one of my favorites. Actually, my daughter Peyton, she has a costume that used to be Chance's.
We were supposed to get the Halloween
Spider-Man.
pictures of us when we were kids, and I got them.
Yeah. Yeah, we gotta.
I gotta go run to my house. I'll be right back.
The Plastic Max Smurfs. Smurfs, because anybody wanted to paint themselves blue. Actually, it's not healthy to paint your whole body blue. Then you'd have to be topless and just wearing white pants while you're out trying to.
Right. But look at the marketing.
Uh-huh.
It's basically just a tarp
With
marketing the show.
a character.
That doesn't even look like the tarp doesn't look like the
No.
character at all.
Well,
They don't wear a shirt that says Smurfs with a picture of themselves.
right.
It's look, it's you.
I have also been a crayon in my life.
You were a red crayon.
I was a red crayon for anger.
the cutest red
The
crayon.
cutest red crayon in all the land.
The cutest.
I think we got a few more of these, yeah? Yes.
27 of 56.
Yeah, so lots of clown stuff. Cats, the big fuzzy warm ones that
I
are
need
pretty much
somebody
just
to go
pajamas.
around the house to get. I was a Care Bear. I was a Gypsy. I was a punk rocker.
Oh, look at that,
That
Kermit, that
looks like
Muppet
Kermit.
baby. That's a Muppet baby Kermit. There's a Teddy Ruxpin in there.
Oh,
I
I
don't know
thought
what
that
that
was.
bear. What's the bear one? It's got a logo on it. I don't know what that one is.
That's
It's Centurion. That's the guy in the background.
No,
Yeah.
no, that's Megatron.
No, it's not. It says Centurions right on his
It does.
right on his shirt.
It does.
Centurions
Stand corrected.
were weird.
Again.
I'm on fire today. Sports. What kind of sports, you ask? Sports. I don't know. I mean, is it a costume?
Sure looks like it on
People
TV.
wear it for a living. You know what I mean?
Don't know.
I don't know. You're not a sports fan. Baby Bjorn, and is that the Crocodile Hunter's wife? I can't tell who that is. She kind of looks like it.
Looks like a very disgusted baby.
It's like Colby Smulders, like an older version of Maria Hill. Yeah, dinosaur baby maybe in a backpack. It is. Holding hands with the devil and Count Dracula, because that's how you want your friends to see you when you're out trick or treating. That's embarrassing.
Well, it was acceptable.
It was acceptable, right? Even with all the less political correctness that was back then. You know what I mean? What? There was less politically correctness.
Yeah, I know. We just went there. We have a message.
Message from who?
Message.
What do they want? Here's a whole. That better not have been the message. You're gross.
Did you just fart?
He might have. Here's many a Batman costume.
No.
You
Oh, that
did.
kid's got like a diaper and a gold sash.
Happy
That
little
is
spores.
Look at that little gold underpants.
little gold sash. Batmania Swept the Nation. Oh, Snow White. A ballerina princess.
I don't know what that is.
One of the cardinals. Moving on. Oh,
TMNT.
yeah. Wow, you just done straight. What a big fork.
Hey, it looks just like the Michael Bay movie.
Yeah, it really does. It's got a nose and everything. You're Raphael. Just got like a belt on that you're just sticking your side in just to hold it tight.
Aw.
Minnie Mouse, a cowboy, and Dracula. See, options were a lot thinner.
Right.
And people leaned just more towards one than the other.
We didn't have a million channels we can go to.
Barney and Friends. That was popular at one point in time. Princesses, that's a dime a dozen. You get those a lot. Hazmat suit? Maybe? Is it you wrapped in toilet paper?
Mummy.
Mummy? We'll say mummy.
Said Mummy Returns, didn't it?
I don't know. I'm not reading
Yep.
them. I don't
Can't see. Scrolls too fast.
oh. Scarecrow. I thought it was a human woman.
It is a human woman.
I mean, like, there.
Oh, well, see. Spots and stripes. I don't.
1997. I'm pretty sure it was just goth
Right, the whole time.
the whole time.
That was it.
No costume.
Right.
That was just me. I think I did dress my mom and my sister up as the Crow.
Oh. That's important.
Well, this is when it started to rain every Halloween.
I did have
You always have snow. You'd always have
photographic
to wear
evidence.
coats.
Oh, hell no.
Disney, Simba, and Nala. Apparently.
Oh, Halloween USA time period.
Oh, there's a little Elvis. That one's pretty good. Look at that little Elvis in there.
I remember when Oriental Trading was the only place to get exotic.
One's just
Halloween
got fire stuff on them. One's got just webs kind of on them. One's just leopards. See, the
She's a spider
creativity.
witch.
Like when we go to Comic Cons and the other stuff where there's just this, people go all out in their displays. It's like, why aren't you putting that effort on your kids in their costumes and just knock them out of the park, man?
Ah.
Teaching that creativity. Yeah, George Bush and I guess that's Al Gore. I don't know what's happening.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Oh.
Oh, thanks, 9/11.
What?
Everybody wanted to be a firefighter.
Hogwarts, the Harry Potter. I don't know if the Harry Potter is still big for kids to dress up as.
Yeah.
Well, look at those guys over there. It's probably huge in Asia.
Oh, yeah. Never mind. No, I mean, Harry Potter's still a big event. Sparta's got one of the world's largest. It's that Harry Potter thing, yeah. It happens in the park, yeah. In Sparta, Michigan, of all places, they got this big Harry Potter event that just turns out just so many people. And it's mind-boggling to me because, well, I went to high school there and it was awful. So I couldn't imagine that a bunch of people want to gather there in a park and just do Harry Potter stuff, but it's goes like
cool.
gangbusters, so good for them. Princesses galore, Demon Jester, ICP, maybe. There's an Incredible Hulk. I see a Halo. There's a Halo guy in a robe bathroom. There's a Yana Glace.
Yana Glace.
A werewolf.
Warwell.
I don't know. You had a blast. Winnie the Pooh. Gotta love when kids dress up and.
He's banned in China.
He is banned in China?
Yep.
Why?
What?
There were some jokes comparing Winnie the Pooh to looking like the President Z or whatever. Yeah.
Does the guy look like a
Japan?
rabbit?
In China. And
Oh, in
it got
China.
big.
Did he get his butt stuck in a rabbit hole? I don't
I don't
understand.
know, but
Rabbit
Winnie
hole.
the Pooh's banned in China.
Does he just wear red shirts and no pants? Maybe that's what it is. They're like, oh, you're making fun of our president. Why? Because he likes to be bottomless all the time?
It's just
What's wrong with that?
Winnie
Just
the
for
Pooh in it.
funsies? Yeah, just straight Winnie the Pooh in it, bro. Calm down. Straight shirt cocking. The Flash, various other descendants and witches and princessy stuff. Of course, the Disney. The Joker.
wow.
Fair enough. Except for the Adidas pants.
Oh,
It's pretty spot
right.
on.
I have an issue with
He just threw it on, I think, at the store real quick.
this.
Mom's
Is at the
taking
store.
pictures.
You can
Yeah.
see the display in
Oh,
the
yeah.
background.
Yeah, somebody's taking a picture.
Thanks, good
of the mom
housekeeping.
Taking a picture of a kid dressed as Joker.
Good
I've seen
housekeeping.
some decent ones since The Dark Knight came out.
I like my
It
favorite one is the
exploded.
nurse.
Yeah,
when
the
he's
nurse
wearing
one.
the nurse from Dark Knight.
Yeah. Then I've seen a few people
I've seen
do
a few of
decent
those.
cosplays of the Joker. You know, little kids try to do it. They have whole families that dress like. I actually think I have a few pictures on my phone of families from some of the other.
Where's Caesar Romano?
Oh my God, come on. Some people always still he's the best. Maybe from his acting, but having a mustache that you could see the entire time drives me nuts. It drives me nuts. I can't actually watch any of the old Batman episodes where he's in there because of that. Can't do it.
I don't like seeing
Bothers
painted
the
bodies.
shit out of me, and I
Body
don't know
hair.
why. Princesses and mermaids still. Ghostbusters.
Oh.
And look at the little sister dressed as Slimer
Oh!
over there. See, now that's cute. I like when kids pick up on more of the pop culture and less of the, force-fed, here's the
And a hand
Disney
puppet.
stuff.
Or Caleb had a hand puppet.
Here's
maybe.
these things that we're going to shove down your throat that you have to be character-wise. No, these kids want to watch what their parents watched and experience that pop culture
Or
side.
parents
of it.
just want to dress their kids
Sure,
up
and the
like
kids are
things
like,
that
yeah,
they used to watch.
but still, even the kids are into it, which is great. You know what I mean? It's not like kids are like, I gotta be a Ghostbuster in an authentic
I don't even know
costume.
what a Ghostbuster is.
I got this authentic proton pack. Pfft, I hate you guys. Nobody wants that. President Obama.
Ah,
I'm just kidding. And a baby pope.
it wasn't funny.
Straighten
You're
that
not
out.
funny.
Can you straighten that one out, Chuck? I can't. You're gonna have to assist me on that. one,
Holy
too.
roller.
And Obama.
Oh.
And a baby Pope.
He's in the little Pope mobile.
He's got a baby Pope mobile. It actually just needs a glass dome over it, though. That would
He's like bending down. What the hell are you
he's
doing,
like, I'm
kid?
not Catholic, but thanks for coming.
He's not Catholic.
He's another Star Wars kid. And he's got some light up shoes.
Obama's
Even. I know.
An adorable jewel.
Okay.
Wait, what?
This little Darth Vader. I don't know. Is he trapped in
You
his
say
cave?
Obama's an adorable jewel?
Yes.
Okay. Is he trapped in his cave? Is he twisted in it? What's happening? Did Vader go with like a one-arm sling kind of a cape look for a while,
Maybe
trying
the
something
wind.
new
It was the wind.
in Milan?
Well, I can see his real eyes in the picture.
Yeah, so that's obvious. Oh no,
Ah! Good housekeeping. No.
came out of nowhere. All right, I think this is a good place to take a break. Yeah, I don't want to.
I need a break.
Oh my god.
Ah,
Somebody drew their baby and or they put their baby in an Eleven costume. It's brilliant. It is. It's weird.
That baby's
Yeah, with a
nose
baby.
is bleeding.
with syrup. With syrup.
All right. I think we hit the end. How did we hit the end?
I hope we at the end.
Holy
We hit the end of that.
crap.
All right.
Oh, it's just got waffles.
We'll take a quick brief intermission thing.
Alright,
We'll
we're
get that
gonna-
out of the way.
We're gonna stop the stream, but we'll be live streaming when we come back.
We're gonna come back live streaming, so we're just stopping the stream. So you can hang out if you want to. Don't go anywhere.
We
You should.
don't really want to watch just this without us. So.
Nah, probably not. All right, we'll give you a commercial. We'll come back after this this intermission in just a minute. Stop messing with me.
At Schaefer Orchards, our hard cider is so good, it pours itself. Don't believe me? Oh, I got you. Puck cider.